Welcome to this tutorial for Sun Salutations Surya Namaskar A for beginners. Sun Salutations are designed to energize and invigorate the body and mind, represent masculine, young energy, symbolizing activity, strength, and heat. They are associated with the fiery energy of the sun and promote a steady, rhythmic breath to generate heat and focus. They are typically practiced in the morning to awaken the body, promote circulation, and energize you for the day. Come into your mat. You can either have your big toes together or the feet under the hips for more stability. Come to the skinny side of your mat facing outwards. Ground yourself in mountain pose Tadasana and then inhale your arms up to extended mountain pose Utthita Tadasana. Bend your knees to exhale to forward bend Uttanasana. Modify as needed if your hands can't reach the floor. Then place your hands below your knees to straighten the back into Ardha Uttanasana or half forward bend. Exhale and place the hands outside of the feet. Carefully step your right foot back and drop the knee onto the mat for low lunge. Inhale to lift the chest as you press on your fingertips or stack the hands on top of your knee if needed. Bring your front leg back into a tabletop pose Padmanasana, exhaling into a cat pose Marjaryasana, doming your back. Then inhale, sticking the tailbone and gazing up to cow pose Bithilasana. You can stay here, transitioning from cat to cow pose, or lift the hips into a downwards facing dog pose Adho Mukha Svanasana as you exhale, bending the knees if needed. Take 3 to 5 breaths here as you look at your feet, keeping the feet hip distance apart and distributing the weight on the hands. Exhale and bring the knees down on the mat. Step the right foot to the front or allow it to come through the side. Help it if needed. Inhale, press your fingertips onto the floor to lift the chest or stack the hands on your knee. Exhale and carefully step the back foot in to come into half forward bend, Ardha Uttanasana, supporting the back with the hands below the knees. Bend the knees and rise into extended mountain pose Utthita Tadasana, inhaling all the way up. Exhale and lower the arms to the sides of your body back into Tadasana mountain pose. Let's go again, round 2, inhaling to extended mountain pose. Bend the knees, exhale into forward bend Uttanasana. Make sure you're supporting your back. Then inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, half forward bend. Exhale, hands to the sides of the feet, left foot steps back, again dropping the knee on the floor, and inhaling to lift the chest, gazes straight ahead. Perhaps bring the hands onto the knee if you want to. Hands to the sides of the foot, and bring the right foot to the back again into a cat pose if you want to, into cow pose. And you can do a few more of these if you don't want to come up into a downwards facing dog. But if you do, just push up the hips really high and just keep breathing and holding this pose for as long as it's comfortable, preferably for 3 to 5 breaths if it's available. Make sure the shoulders are moving away from the ears and the heels are pressing down to earth. Lower the knees to the mat again and allow the left foot to come around to the front, inhaling again to lift the chest or placing the hands on top of the knees if needed. And then the right foot travels up, maybe a few steps if you need to, or in one step. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, half forward bend, keeping your gaze down so your neck is straight. Bend the knees, inhale all the way up into extended mountain pose Utthita Tadasana. Gaze is up to your fingers. Exhale, hands lower to the sides, and let's go into round 3. Inhale to your fingertips, squeeze the glutes, and then exhale and come again into a forward bend using props if needed. Inhale to half forward bend. Exhale, hands to the sides of the feet. Right foot steps again to the back and place the knee down comfortably on the mat to open the heart. And again, decide if you want to stay doing cats or cows or if you want to come into a tabletop and then plank and then coming all the way down with the belly on the floor, lifting to a baby cobra, or perhaps you prefer to stay in Sphinx with the forearms parallel. Bring your hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, inhale and come into your knees and perhaps into a downward facing dog. If you want to, for a few breaths, remember to bend the knees if necessary and feel the energy of this pose in the back of your body. Bend the knees as you exhale and step the right foot again to the front. Drop the back knee if needed. Open the heart as you inhale. And as you exhale, step the back foot into an Ardha Uttanasana, half forward bend. And then exhale to a forward bend, Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees and inhale again to Utthita Tadasana. Squeezing the glutes, sending the hips forward for more back bend if you want to. Exhale, lower the arms. Let's go one more round. Inhale, finding your extended mountain pose. Exhale to forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhaling to Ardha Uttanasana, half forward bend, with the legs a little bit straighter if possible. Hands to the sides of the feet. Exhale, bring the left foot to the back, dropping the knee. Feel the collarbones opening here. Exhale, come into a plank pose if possible, or drop the knees down and then lower the chest all the way down. And again, a baby cobra if you wish to, or a sphinx. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, tuck the toes, and pressing on the hands, come into a downward facing dog. Really starting to feel this pose now. Where can you feel it more? At the back of the body, your legs, your back. Just exploring the sensations. Bend the knees, look at the hands, and again you can either walk the foot to the front or help it if needed. And opening the heart, exhaling, the back foot steps in, again into an Ardha Uttanasana, half forward bend. Bend the knees, exhale to Uttanasana, chest to thighs. Bend the knees, inhale all the way up to extended mountain pose, more back bend if needed, and then release the arms by your sides into Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Make sure you practice every day if you can, and try always the easiest options, maybe staying cats and cows instead of going into downward facing dog, or just holding the downward facing dog for less time if needed. And make sure above all that you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Sun Salutations, Surya Namaskar A for beginners in paradise. Namaste.